Hello, welcome back to BSLIVE. Lately, I've been taking a lot of camera footage and motion tracking data using my smartphone, and I want to share it with you. Footage like this. I think it's really interesting because you can easily bring that footage into Blender. So, of course, I took this using my iPhone and this app called CamTrackAR. So, what's gonna be happening is I'm gonna be sharing lots of this online. This HFCS, this is the camera data. All you need to do is just load it into Blender, and then you look at it through the camera view, and then you select the camera, and then turn on background image, add image, movie clip. We're gonna specify this footage, and let's take a look at this. So this is what it's gonna be like. There's always like a one frame gap, so you need to select all these and then G and then press 1. So now should be correct. So I kind of roughly made those 4 dots to represent this square. Oh, by the way, the footage was taken at Darling Harbour, Sydney. So Darling Harbour demo. It's one of public space in Sydney, so you can do anything over here. You can play some augmented reality, anything. So just trying to improvise, maybe make a character jumping on this stone. So the 4 corner is the anchor. If you look at it from the top view, okay, one of them is a bit off. Let's put it over there. Look at it from the top view. Should be like that. So with this marker, we can later like create our own grid or square, and this can also function as reference for our 3D objects that we want to place. Oops. Okay, what am I doing? But anyway, so this is the camera, and by default the opacity is not 100%. We can make it 100%, and I believe we can try now placing our object. Z, rotate Z, so we can rotate our object like that. And because we have the footage with the camera tracking data, so it's just ready for you to shoot. So it's become like a background for whatever you're doing. I think, yeah. So this one, the tracking is pretty accurate. Sometimes it goes when the iPhone camera goes slightly offset, or if the reference ground is not easily tracked, it's gonna shift at the end. But this one is pretty okay. Every footage is 60 frames per second, and this is the quality is around 2K, so it's not too bad in terms of resolutions. I'm looking at this using Eevee. If I want to have like a shadow, we can use we can try using shadow catcher. Okay, so let's try. So I'm making another object, this one, to represent our little square grid. So roughly place it there. And for this object, we're gonna render this as a shadow catcher. So give it a material. I believe to have shadow catcher, we need to be not on EV, but on the cycles. So with cycles on, we can enable shadow catcher. There's another thing called hold out. This one is for occlusion, I believe. So if we render this out, when we render, we can see the shadow there, but we cannot see the background. For the background, because for the background we need to turn film, or to have, we can use compositing to do this, but I think we can just use transparent in this case. So file, save as, I'll just save it. Save this. And our scene doesn't have lighting besides our world ambience. So we can increase the light here or use our own directional light. So now we have shadow catcher. So our object is Susan head is now have shadow. And I believe with this sunlight, we can increase the angle, so we have more like a diffuse light, because this is like in the late afternoon, so the shadow should be really soft like that. This shadow catcher also can function as reflection. So if it's like a water, I believe it's also should kind of reflect. So I'll make another one. Let me try. Make another monkey, give it a material. So this one should reflect. Yeah, I think that's pretty correct. Why is it not red color? I wonder why. Maybe that's yeah, I wonder why it's not red color, but anyway, don't worry about that for now. We're getting some red color on this season, which is quite interesting. Oh, that's because our floor is set it to red. Should be white color. Let me check the shadow. It's funny how if it's fully reflective, the shadow disappears. But I don't want that. Okay, should be more or less like that. And if I want to have like a text, maybe I will just write like blend. Okay, this is the default text geometry. I'm just gonna replace it with my own text. I believe I have font, collections, Pacifico. Okay, that's pretty decent looking text. but that's a little bit hard to read. I'll try different text. Okay, that's okay. Blend. Okay, let's extrude it and give a little bit of bevel, and we can use this. Save. So before we go too far, really with this placement, we need to be a little bit more precise. I want to make like duplicates. So I'm using array, push it back. Okay, yeah, it seems pretty good. Seems like it's around 2.2 meters, or maybe it's 2 meters exactly. Nope. So roughly, yeah. So it's actually around minus 2.2. Alright, so we have more reference to work with. Alright, so we can place our text. So when moving our objects like this, we can turn on local mode. So we can duplicate our objects. So I'm trying to align it. Okay. Select our objects, duplicate it, and then G, Z, Z, and then repeat. Right. The cool thing about taking footage like this and then sharing the camera motion tracking data is that we have a real world environment here, and everything looks pretty real. So instantly we have like 3 objects kind of working in a 3D environment. Of course, you can do this with AR, but we are doing it in post-production, which is also kind of neat. So basically taking like real-world data, real-world footage, and we have 3D objects. Maybe tomorrow I will try something that's a little bit more complicated with for example, like a character walking. So we have like occlusions. Okay, for now, just keep it simple. So yeah, I wonder what's the deal with this. So if we have reflection, it's not red color. If we turn off metallic, shadow disappear. Something we need to do some research. So with our text, we can make it a little bit more funky, metallic. So if you have like a better shader, maybe this will look better. I'm gonna grab something from Sketchfab. Let's try a cool assets. You get this model from Sketchfab. I think it's probably 3D scanned, but actually maybe it's like a real. I don't know, it could be like a real model. It's a model of Monkey King. Let's get rid of this monkey. Real Monkey King on a stone. So this is a really cool model. I think we can make a cloud for this Monkey King, so it's kind of like a floating. It looks so real. So we can animate something like that. It's calculating. Now you can see the lighting maybe is not 100% correct yet. We might need to have another sunlight. We definitely need to have reflection. Yeah, but this looks realistic. Oh, okay, I forgot something. Next time I will try to take a footage with camera tracking data and also 360 environment, so we can apply environment mapping, so we have like a proper lighting. Yeah, but this is cool. I think it's one example how we can use this footage and your own 3D data and then just render this out. Let's put this Monkey King over there. By the way, I'm using Blender 3.0. You can see how fast it is now. We are basically like, I have this 3D view over here, and also we have 3D render happening over here, and it's rendering everything, and it's changing everything in real time. Yeah, it's a beautiful Monkey King 3D objects. Yeah. Okay, anyway, maybe I'll render this out. So I will be sharing this footage with you. It's around 34 megabyte for this footage, but I got a lot. I want to share some of them. Hopefully you find this interesting. Give it a try yourself with maybe, I think, latest Blender 3.0. It renders a lot faster with Cycles X. I'm actually just using CPU, so it's pretty cool to be able to do this. And you can also try denoising, so it's gonna denoise in real time and getting rid of noise. In just a few seconds, you're gonna get clean noise render. In my case, I like to have noise a little bit. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you find this interesting and useful. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.